Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 5th episode of the 5th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. So last episode, it was all about Raj, and he ended up going on a date. He was introduced to a deaf girl by Penny, and, interestingly, he was kind of falling in love. He was buying her gifts, he was cars, he was necklaces, he was going all out. And obviously, Sheldon released some information basically saying that when he was doing some work, he looked into the finances of the Cooper Pollies, and he's seen that they're absolutely mega rich. Now, I know that he talks about, obviously, having servants and big house at home in India, but he was saying, like, he's Batman rich, you know what I mean, ridiculously wealthy. And obviously the guys are like, well, this guy's making me buy pizzas, the guy's like making me buy him churros, he should be the one buying stuff for us. And he realised that this new girl was potentially taking advantage of him, so they've gone over and he's spoken to her. Penny's ended up calling his parents, who's then said, look, ultimatum, you pick the girl or you pick the money, you know what I mean, which one are you going to take? Well, he actually chose to pick the girl. He told her, he said he's going to have to return the card and the necklace, and she's ended up returning Raj, mate. She just kicked him out. She don't want him anymore. She was only there for the cash. And obviously we've seen him crying on Penny's shoulder. So again, interesting episode, back to sad Raj, but positive things is he's getting more screen time, which is good, and we've seen him engage more in conversations, which I'm really enjoying as well. So thanks for checking out today's episode. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into the 5th episode of the 5th season, The Big Bang Theory.
It's from Game of Thrones. What do you think?
I don't know. If we're going to start a fantasy sword collection, is this really the sword to start with?
What did you have in mind?
Well, off the top of my head, I'd have to go with Excalibur.
I don't have an Excalibur here, so what do you want to do?
There's no weaponry from Lord of the Rings, forged in a Chinese sweatshop.
Bilbo Baggins' sword over there.
Two grown men with a hobbit's dagger. Wouldn't we look silly?
What do you want for it?
Well, it's hard to put a price on something that's a copy of something that was on pay cable. For my friends, let's say 250.
You do any better?
Are you kidding? I'm already giving you the friends and family discount.
Oh, did you hear that? We're getting the friends and family discount. We are honored, and we will take it.
Maybe another time.
Okay, 225, my final offer.
Take it, take it.
200.
Man, you're killing me.
Killing you, I can't breathe.
210, and you throw in the Iron Man helmet.
Are you crazy? That helmet's signed by Robert Downey Jr.
So? Okay, fine. Just the sword, 210.
Thank you.
See that? I just saved us 40 bucks.
I've long said what you lack in academic knowledge, you make up for in street smarts. My sword collection. Do you have a sword collection?
No.
I'm not surprised.
Here's the Batman 612 with a Jim Lee alternate cover that you wanted.
I'm having a party at my house on Friday, and I was hoping you would stop by. You guys are invited if you want to come by.
Gonna be another Will Wheaton sausage fest.
Sheldon, can you grab me water?
Until you either do not go or go to Will Wheaton's party, you are simultaneously my friend and not my friend.
Got it. Can I have my water?
No, of course. Now get it yourself, you traitor.
Sorry, I'm late. I got great news. NASA picked my team's design for the Deep Field Space Telescope that's going on the International Space Station.
Congratulations!
It gets better. Someone has to go up with the telescope. And guess who that someone is?
Muhammad Lee.
Who's Muhammad Lee?
Muhammad is the most common first name in the world. Lee, the most common surname.
It's me, Sheldon. It's me. I'm going up in space. Technically, I'm an astronaut.
Mate, that would be sick, that, wouldn't it?
The dream to go up into space is one we all share, and Howard's making that a reality.
Do you know what, right? Do you know what, Muhammad Lee? That reminds me of Superbad. I don't know if you've seen it, but he goes like, I am McLovin. He's like, McLovin? It's only one name. Why would it be that? He's like, it's either that or Muhammad. He's like, why the fuck would it be between that and Muhammad? He's like, Muhammad is the most commonly used name on earth. Read a book. Mate, it is true, innit, mate? And Lee as well. I never knew Lee was the most common surname. But again, Howard, let's be honest, always laugh at him, not being a doctor, but he's the one that's consistently making strides within his industry and his field. And, got to say fair play to him, For Bernadette, it might be quite sad, to be honest, because going up into space is going to take some hefty time. Could be a year, you know what I mean? Like, it's surely at least 6 months minimum. But it is cool, honestly. That is really sick in it. To be a physicist and work and create stuff for the International Space Station to get the chance to actually go up there. Next level. You can't really turn it down, can you? You know what I mean? As to be a supporting wife, to be, you know, she should be championing his dreams, and I think that's really good for him.
You're really quiet.
I'm tired.
I hope not too tired, because I'm feeling particularly masculine right now.
Just can't believe you signed up for the space program without even talking to me.
Isn't the reaction I expected when I told you I was gonna be an astronaut?
What did you think was gonna happen?
Sex? I've been offered a chance to go up to the International Space Station. So what do you think?
No.
No. My father is a police officer. We never knew from one night to the next if he was gonna come home alive.
I do think it's selfish for her to say that. She's only thinking of herself. And the fact that she's saying that her dad's a police officer and she was scared that he consistently never knew if he was going to return home. Fairs. That's fair dues. And she was saying that she don't want to be in that position with him. At the end of the day, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Don't come around knocking every day. To be offered this position, it's never going to happen again. And the fact is, you're not going to be worrying every day, is it? You know, he's going to do this probably mission, and that's it. Done and dusted. He's going back to his desk job, creating stuff for the station. So I personally think that is selfish, and I would go anyway. You know, I'd say, look, I respect your decision, but you should respect mine. You know, this is my field. This is what I dream of. It's an honour. I'm privileged. I can't believe that I've got this opportunity. I'm going. It's a 3 week. I would say it's about a year. 3 weeks. Psst, that's it, mate. I'd say, look, you can go cry and do whatever you want and moan at me over there, but in less than a month I'll be back and I'll be safe and we can crack on. If not, then that's your problem. But, you know, this is what I'm doing and I hope you respect it.
Pretty cool about Howard, huh?
Don't talk to me as if nothing's happened between us. And yes, it sure is, buddy.
What difference does it make if Leonard goes to Will Wheaton's party?
No, Will Wheaton is Sheldon's mortal enemy.
Howard,
Change your mind about sex? I'm still mad, but I'll do it.
I don't want to be the person who stands between you and your dreams. I love you.
I love you too.
Over my dead body, my son goes into outer space.
She's put it on someone else.
You actually asked Bernadette to leave your house in the middle of the night?
You're not only our first astronaut, you're also the first one of us to kick a girl out of bed.
Did kind of betray you.
You see betrayal in others, but not yourself. Excuse me, Stormtrooper. These are the droids you're looking for.
Do you guys think it was a mistake?
It's not for us to judge. We're just here to provide comfort and support while you come to grips with what a despicable thing you've done.
Are you 100% positive you love and want to marry Howard Wolowitz?
With all my heart.
Got it, just had to check.
I just got a text from Stuart. Brent Spiner's at the party. Mr. Data himself, you love him!
I think I've kind of outgrown Star Trek.
You're gonna love me, you're gonna have to love the whole package. You know, the tender-hearted poet and the crazy daredevil. I want to go to the moon. I want to go to Mars. I want to take a one-man sub to the lowest depths of the ocean.
You got seasick on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Those big kids were rocking it.
I just did what I did because I love you so much. And the thought of losing you is more than I can handle.
What are you doing here?
Fighting for our friendship. An original mint-in package Wesley Crusher action figure.
I remembered your story about the time you went to a convention when you were a kid to get one signed and I didn't show up.
Sorry this took so long. Your friend Will Wheaton.
Hand out hugs.
Oh,
That's
I've seen
often.
one of these in years.
He's going to open it.
That was an original mint-in package Wesley Crusher action figure. Signed by my close personal friend Will Wheaton. Let's not waste another second on this loser. I love your house.
Can we get autographed dolls?
Sure. $20.
2 for 30. And you come to my birthday party.
Done.
See, right, I don't understand how people like him could just go over and just open a collectible, especially somebody else. The thing is as well, right, it's just rude, the fact that it's Sheldon's, he's holding it, and he's gone and snatched it out of his hand and opened it up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't actually understand that. It's proper rude. But also as well, his collectibles have massive value, and do you know what I mean? He's just ruined it. And it does stress me out when people do stuff like that, open packages and stuff that's not theirs. But, to be honest, you know, how can I say it? Will Wheaton's always been introduced, and he's never really been a dislikable character. But I've disliked him because I like Sheldon, and Sheldon disliked him. You know what I mean? And the fact is, he kind of ruined, let's be honest, he did kind of ruin Penny and Leonard's relationship. Regardless of, like, it was Leonard who wanted to go to this party, he was the one that kind of dropped the seed to Penny that made her kind of overthink and question the relationship, and put her in a position where she felt like she had to end it. It was kind of his fault. Also, in the tournament, he lied to Sheldon and made him upset. And then he ended up throwing it and he won and all this stuff. But out the blue, done a good gesture. He was actually nice this episode. Do you know what I mean? He was decent and fair play. You know what I mean? Like, I can't really slag him off or anything. I thought it was actually a nice gesture. Sometimes as well, it's always the unexpected things that happen that make it feel much better than it would. Do you know what I mean? So, like, the fact is that Sheldon wanted to go there and he wanted to... Well, he didn't want to go there and he wanted to... you know, kind of upset Will Wheaton at the start with pretending that he was going, then he wasn't. But then when he turned up, Will Wheaton offered him an olive branch. He'd give him a signed thing that was momentous to him and something that obviously was to the heart. It's like, oh, mate, that is actually really decent. I was waiting for a psych or something, but it never come. And, you know, Sheldon's well overjoyed now and happy. So, like, fair play, you know what I mean? Like, that was actually really nice from Will Wheaton. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So, basically, the main plot of the episode was Howard being offered a chance to go up to space and Bernadette not wanting it to, you know, to proceed. Now, I've got to say, Bernadette's in the wrong for it. You know, you can have your opinion, that's fine. I'm open, and, you know, I believe that everybody should have their own say on things, and I'll never disregard somebody's opinion. But I can also just say, I'll disagree with it. And regardless of what anybody can say and dress it up how they want, at the end of the day, I think that she's totally wrong in that situation. And I don't think my stance will ever change on that. She could be upset the fact that he made decisions without her and the fact that, you know, he made this big life choice to disappear for 3 weeks and go up into space, which is, you know, basically dangerous, really dangerous without having a sit-down discussion. But the fact is saying, no, you're not doing it. It's something that you've always dreamed of and, you know what I mean? And it's something that you've got into work and wanted to do ever since you was a little kid. I think it's unfair and I think that is kind of selfish. And I like the fact that it was Amy and, what is it now, Penny, that actually kind of backed Howard, to be honest. They never physically said it, but you could tell that she was saying that you kind of like overstepped the mark, you know, like you shouldn't really have gone round and told his mum as well. And, you know, she ended up seeing the error of her ways and she went back and she apologised, which is good. You know, sometimes it takes a big person to go and apologise, to be honest. You know, there's too many people in life that do something and it upsets somebody or it's just wrong in general. And, you know, they're too stubborn that they can't go and accept the wrong. You know what I mean? And you got to respect people that can admit, you know, I've made a mistake, I've done something, you know, I do apologise and, you know, all is forgiven. At first, you know, you're saying that's kind of wrong. It'll just make him want to do it even more. So the fact is he kicked her out of the house, you know, and he had every right to do that as well. You know, she's kind of stabbed him in the back there, you know, not like very maliciously and it's like cheating on him, but like in terms of it's hurt his feelings. She knew what she was doing. It wasn't like it was accidental. And, you know, he ended up kicking her out. And it's funny that Raj was saying that, you know, you're the first one going into space. You're the first one to kick a girl out of the house. You are like a rock star. Now, I'm so excited, you know, we've got potential going into space, which I don't want it to be 1 episode. I want it to be 5 episodes or something. I want it to be a longevity. See him work there, FaceTiming, do whatever. Do you know what I mean? Potentially different environments. Every time we change locations, road trips, you know, conferences, we go out in the field and the camping. It's just really, really good. So I want more episodes in space when he actually goes there. And then I can't wait to see a bachelor party, a bachelorette party, and a wedding. If we don't do all them episodes, then I feel like we just absolutely, you know, miss a trick, to be honest. And, you know, this season's setting up really, really well. I'm excited for it. So thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.